Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video, and that's right, you read the title, you know exactly what it is on Disney Plus. It is that I'm reviewing. And seeing as how, and as of this upload, it has to do something with Mother's Day, and also, well, this is something The Simpsons. That's right, the new Simpsons short film on Disney Plus. May the 12th be with you. Yes, May the 12th be with you. Yeah, and first off, I should have seen it coming that, this new Simpsons short film, and along with the previous Simpsons short films that have been coming out directly to Disney Plus, being Disney Plus original shorts with The Simpsons, etc., some of them haven't been doing that good, and this being another one. But honestly, and I'm pretty sure that I've established this in my past reviews of reviewing those past Simpsons short films. I mean, are they really that bad? I mean, for me, personally, and to be completely honest, I haven't had any problem with these Simpsons short films that have been coming straight to Disney Plus. I've found them pretty funny and entertaining. Besides, like, you know, what would you expect from them? Seriously. And I like how with these Simpsons shorts coming to Disney Plus, they just like throw in and just put in a lot of cameos, like whether if it's Disney characters, Marvel characters, Star Wars characters, or even say characters from like say 20th Century Fox Television, Hulu, and so on. Like, yeah, there's a couple of cameos from shows on 20th Century Fox Television and Hulu that make a cameo in this, but until I get to that. Yeah, but yeah, what this new Simpsons short film had to offer, and with you know, for it being 5 minutes, I thought it was pretty good and funny. I definitely did get a few chuckles, especially towards the end. Again, until I get to that. Alright, enough said. As always, read the description / the story. In honor of Star Wars Day and Mother's Day, Marge and Maggie Simpson take the Disney Plus mothers and their children for a hilarious adventure. Yeah, so wow, because so much is happening in this, especially with a lot of cameos in this. Like I said, from Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars. I don't know, I think there were maybe a few cameos of Marvel characters? I don't think so. Honestly, I'm not sure if I even noticed any. I clearly would have, you know. But I gotta say, like, the selection of cameos in this, you know, Disney characters that they threw in, and other characters you wouldn't expect popping up, like, yeah, because Marge and Maggie, because again, they're planning to take a good chunk of, you know, Disney mother characters and their kids to, it's for, you know, a Disney Plus Mother's Day outing, you know, however it's called, and at first they're gonna take Homer's car, the family car, I should say. I mean, you know, because The Simpsons, they do have two cars, one pink and one orange, the pink one being Homer's. So, well, obviously, excuse me, Marge borrowing Homer's, but unfortunately, because, well, she noticed that Homer left a note letting Marge know that his car wasn't working. It was pretty funny because when she was trying to start it, that kind of, it did startle Bambi's mother, and she thought it was another hunter. You can even see like a Band-Aid or something, you know, like a patch, whatever, like on her body. Oh my gosh, obviously where she got shot. Jeez. And her saying, "Take Bambi, not me." That's Simpsons for you, the kind of jokes and humor they have, so, and you know, it's kind of nice to see, like, whether if it's The Simpsons, or Family Guy for that matter, Disney, as of now, and with them being a part of the Disney family, Disney will just let them get away with anything, even now that they're a part of the family. You get what I'm saying? Just, you know, knowing those shows and such. Anyways, yeah, so what are they going to do? How are they going to proceed on to their destination where Marge and Maggie, and of course Marge, most notably, where she was planning to take them? Well, sure enough, Ahsoka Tano's ship arrives, and, well, Ahsoka, with her ship, helps out and gives them a lift. And I was surprised to see, and this is before I watched the short film itself, because I looked at the cast on its IMDb page, and I was surprised to see because Nani from Lilo and Stitch, she has a speaking part, and, well, it's not her original voice actress for this. Nani was voiced by Carolyn Amine, and, you know, Nani only has, like, one line, and and right as they're about to board Ahsoka's ship, she asks Marge if she can handle hyperspace and such, and Marge assures Nani that she can handle it and she'll be perfectly okay. So that was pretty interesting. Like, yeah, Nani getting to have a line, and yeah, Nani being there, well, obviously, because Nani with Lilo. You know what? I think a lot of people have sometimes mistaken Nani, or maybe have made jokes about it, I don't know, thinking Nani is Lilo's sister, but really, she's Lilo's big/older sister, okay? So, I mean, maybe that's the joke. I mean, with her appearance in this and with Lilo. And yeah, you know what? Let's talk about some of the cameos and who all is with Marge and Maggie. Well, like I said, Nani and Lilo are there, and as I also mentioned, Bambi and his mother. We also, we get an appearances of Elastigirl along with Jack, Dash, and Violet. They're there, you know, in this short film. And there was also Rada. Does anybody remember Rada from the Clone Wars movie? I was kind of wondering, like, what's he doing here? And oh, okay, Rada's with Ahsoka. Okay, well, I mean, Ahsoka being there for Rada in the Clone Wars movie, I guess, like, kind of acting like a mother to him and taking care of him. Yeah, but still, you know. Dumbo and Dumbo's mother were in this too. I know that Mrs. Jumbo, yeah, Mrs. Jumbo. That's the name of Dumbo's mother. Yeah, Mrs. Jumbo. They're there, and I saw Judy Hopps, and there was I think I saw Moana as well, and and a bunch of others, like how can I remember all of them? I think I did see the Fairy Godmother and Cinderella, and there was also the Dalmatian puppies, as well as, you know, Pongo and what's her face, you know, Pongo's, like, wife dog, and the mother to the Dalmatians, her. Penelope? No, I'll put her name I'll put a text, you know, of her name and such. But anyways, yeah, I know there'll be a couple of texts and such. But anyways, and also, yeah, because and when they fly and travel in Ahsoka's ship, because what Nani asked Marge if she'll be okay in hyperspace, and she assured Nani that she'll be okay. Well, sure enough, she is about to hurtle and, you know, vomit, that is, and opening, like, a window out in space and vomiting, and it sucks out a couple of items and such. Even BB-8 goes flying out. Also, I'm pretty sure I did see Grogu in there. Grogu would probably most likely have to be in there. And because, yeah, they're going out into space, and where exactly are they going? And wait a minute, why did Marge need to drive Homer's car if they're going to space? Like, that doesn't matter. Basically, they're making their way to the Disney Planet Playground. But first, and according to the Wicked Queen, yeah, because the evil/Wicked Queen from Snow White makes an appearance in this and tells them that they have to go, they have to first go to the Disney Planet parking lot, you know, which is pretty funny. And there's one shot where we see Mickey parking, and, you know, there's a sign up above him, Bob Iger, and he accidentally hits the sign. It comes off, and, you know, except Mickey. Like, Mickey's apparently not supposed to park in there. And thus, after that, well, they arrive and proceed on into the Disney Planet Playground. And more cameos that I noticed, like there was Groot and a little baby Groot. Okay, and also not to mention in the one shot where we see the Dalmatian puppies as well as Pongo and what's her face, like, you know, sticking their heads out in space, like, oh my gosh. Well, it's a cartoon, so, you know, what does it matter? It's not just the Dalmatian characters that are sticking their heads out of the window. Yeah. A couple of, we get, I think, one or two cameo shots of characters from Bluey. Yeah, Bluey! Characters from Bluey appear in this. Well, I mean, it's understandable. I mean, since Disney has brought Bluey to the U.S. and such, and Bluey being on Disney Plus, being a very popular thing on Disney Plus, obviously, so it was kind of funny to see that, and just like, holy cow. So, then proceeding on into the Disney Planet Playground, and, well, it's, you know, it's just like, well, the Disney parks, basically. And I like how they do incorporate Main Street USA background music. Like, I know that music. Yeah, and that was really nice. And we even get the partner statue. You know, there's Walt, but instead of Mickey, it's that one-eyed alien, one of those one-eyed aliens with tentacles in The Simpsons. Yeah, instead of Mickey, it's that one-eyed tentacle alien. I know it has a name. I know there's a specific name to those aliens in The Simpsons. In the text, yeah. But anyways, and just so much happening in the Disney Planet Playground, like Mrs. Potts, we get an appearance of Mrs. Potts, and by the way, the voiced cast for this Simpsons short film, well, obviously, Julie Kavner, yeah, once again, voicing Marge, and Maggie, although, no, because Nancy Cartwright is not in this, and nor does Maggie, like, make a sound or anything like that, so, no. Bambi's mother, the evil queen, and Mrs. Potts were all voiced by the one and only Tress MacNeille, and Mrs. Potts makes a comment that, you know, about the Disney Planet Playground and how it's happy and clean and such, and then Darth Vader pops up, and what he says to Mrs. Potts, you know, like killing or something like that, you know, like, not, you know, like, forget about the cleaning, because, you know, and what Darth Vader had to say on Mrs. Potts' comment. And Darth Vader in this was interesting and cool. Darth Vader being voiced by Maurice LaMarche, yeah, aka The Brain, voicing Darth Vader. And then Marge, like, quickly changing the subject, maybe we should get the kids a snack. And everybody in line at the copyright crunch, okay? And Goofy's there. Goofy trying to get an order, and Goofy being voiced by Chris Edgerly. Yeah, Chris Edgerly. And then we make our way to, obviously, it's supposed to be Galaxy's Edge. And then there's one moment where this kid dressed as a Jedi is playing in a sandbox, and then Rada pops out of the sandbox, munching and destroying on the kid's sandcastle that he made, and the kid commenting and, like, just saying something towards Rada, you know, a big fat monster ate my castle. And then Mary Poppins shows up, and Mary Poppins in this being voiced by Maggie Roswell. Yeah. And basically she speaks through a microphone and, you know, through the speakers, you know, saying that, you know, fat shaming and such is not allowed on the Disney Planet Playground. And then she activates her umbrella lightsaber and I think, yeah, stabs the kid. Jeez. And then it all hell breaks loose, basically, because every mother and child dressed as Jedis activate their lightsabers, and there's one kid who's trying to activate his lightsaber, but a parental, like, guide or something on the lightsaber, and basically, like, there's a voice that says, getting parents' permission to activate the kid's lightsaber, in which the mother to that kid says, accept, and it ignites. Oh, gosh. And, well, they start to attack the stormtroopers. Even some of the Disney mom characters from, like, say, Mrs. Jumbo, Cinderella, and Bambi's mom, I think Snow White, yeah, Snow White being in there too, they all join in, they have their lightsabers. It's also funny with Bambi's mom using the lightsaber in her mouth. That's funny. And for Mrs. Jumbo, well, we've seen how she was in the Dumbo movie itself, you know, when she went on a rampage, just using her trunk and so on, throwing people around and items, yeah. And even Ahsoka, obviously Ahsoka joining in as well, using her lightsaber, and it looked blue. I think it was, yeah, it was a blue lightsaber she had. And then Maggie joining in, and she takes her pacifier, stretches it out. It doesn't ignite or anything like that, but it does cut the stormtroopers, and we do get a little bit of the Wilhelm scream, yeah, which is pretty funny. Some of the grunts, and most notably, that one. So keep in mind, there are different variations of the Wilhelm scream, not just the iconic one, but grunts and such. You're like, oh, you know, that. And then Marge, at one point, Marge's, you know, tall hair gets cut off. I think, yeah, it was Darth Vader's doing, because accidentally going for Marge's hair with his lightsaber, and Marge just like, you know, you made a mom angry, and Darth Vader just, ooh, like he's like, oh boy, you know, oh shit, pardon my French, but it's true, you know, like having those oh shit moments. And thus Marge, she joins in, and she uses her like tiny circled mirror, you know, because when you're doing lipstick and so on, using that, like whenever the stormtroopers fired her, using those, like it hits back on them. You see, because yeah, pretty clever on Marge. And then it all comes to an end when one stormtrooper tells Marge that you realize it's a simulation, and yeah, and basically for some reason she ruined the simulation. Like, how? I mean, well, because of when she just lost it because of her hair being cut, and, well, her acting like a overprotective mother, according to that one stormtrooper, and everybody just booing at her, and she, you know, feels sorry and apologizes, and she's wondering how she can speak sorry in Wookiee, and Chewbacca stepping in and telling her how to say sorry, and apparently, because Chris Edgerly, he's also credited voicing Chewbacca. How? I mean, clearly, it's the same sound effects of Chewie that they've always used. I don't know, but he's just credited. That's just weird. It is. I know it's one of those things. I've seen that kind of thing before. But anyways, and Marge then tells everybody, you know, let's you know, an apology. Let's take this at my house. An apology at our place. So yeah, they head back to the Simpsons house, and everybody partying out in the backyard, and you know, a bunch of other cameos we get, like the one kid from Disney and Pixar's Coco pins the tail on Eeyore, and Eeyore being voiced by Chris Edgerly, and well, Eeyore's like, well, this is a party, so so he's fine with it as long as, well, you know, it's a party. He, you know, him being at a party, and it's okay, like when if a tail gets pinned on him, so poor Eeyore. And yeah, a bunch of other cameos here and there, and also one moment where we see the Cantina Band, as well as Cy Snoodles, they're performing and such, and Abe Simpson shows up, and, well, obviously Abe being voiced by, you know, Dan Castellaneta, you know, Abe Simpson, aka Grandpa Simpson, asks the Cantina Band if they can play Moon River, and thus they do, so, and Abe is happy, and then at one point, Marge notices the Hulu kids, because yeah, we get cameos from some of the, as she calls them, the Hulu kids, characters from Bob's Burgers and Family Guy, and one of them from Family Guy being the one and only Stewie Griffin, and Stewie Griffin being voiced by the one and only Seth MacFarlane. Obviously, it would have to be Seth MacFarlane voicing Stewie. And Stewie asking if, you know, his juice box can be topped off. And Homer making an appearance in this. And, well, Homer obviously being voiced by Dan Castellaneta. Yeah. And Homer, like, just basically takes Stewie along with him at Moe's Tavern, and Stewie just going on a rampage, like, you know, put me down or I will swear a storm, and such, you know, and we're a 9:30 show, and there's bleeps, and, 35 years of this, or blah, blah, blah. I think, yeah, he's referring to, well, The Simpsons, and I definitely got a good chuckle out of Stewie and him just, going on a rampage and him swearing, and even though, him swearing, it's being bleeped, so, yeah, he's not able to, he's not really able to swear, because, well, if he swears, and on Disney Plus, it's gonna get bleeped, so, and that's pretty funny. So, yeah, it's good. It's nice to see, because, having Stewie Griffin and being voiced by Seth MacFarlane in this, it's really funny. I mean, I really think that probably Stewie was probably one of the only few highlights of this short film, don't you think? I mean, come on. It's Seth MacFarlane and it's Stewie Griffin, and how can you not, love the character Stewie Griffin, and especially, the best episodes to come from Family Guy would have to be, well, those Road to specials with Stewie and Brian. They're definitely one of the best, and, having Stewie and Brian together, yeah. So with Homer walking off with Stewie under his arm, making their way to Moe's Tavern, that's how the short film ends, and like with the past Simpsons short films, we get the end credits and some, concept art and such of, Disney characters and Simpsons characters here and there and such. Like, there's one with Elastigirl taking care of, taking care of babies and such. And, and I remember that there was one, and maybe it was one of these artwork pieces, like, a piñata, because there was one shot where trying to knock down a piñata with a lightsaber, and it was I think the piñata was a walker, and another artwork piece in the end credits is, well, at Moe's Tavern, Homer is has passed out, and Stewie, well, he drank a lot of juice boxes. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, Stewie at a bar and such, what would you expect him to drink? Well, obviously, juice boxes. That's what he refers. Having that baby, inner baby and such in him. Baby slash inner baby slash child in him. My point being, yeah. And all the Gracie films, and as we've seen before, aside from the 20th Century Television logo from that and Gracie films, the Disney Plus logo and Bart spray painting it, and one more bit of Moon River playing. So just May the 12th be with you. I thought was a pretty decent Simpsons short film on Disney Plus. To some, I understand, and I respect your opinion on how you feel about this. Yeah, I mean, it may not be the best, but I think for some, including me, come to like this and get some laughs, and like I said, for me, one of the highlights and one of the best parts of it, and which I got a good chuckle out of, was Stewie Griffin. How can you not? Yeah, again, just May the 12th be with you was a pretty decent Simpsons short film to come out on Disney Plus with so many characters in this, cameos, I should say, from Disney characters. And since this is a Star Wars Day / Mother's Day special with, because of Disney Plus and The Simpsons, because, a lot of the Disney mom characters and some who are not moms, like a couple of other Disney characters who are not moms, like most notably Nani, and on the side of Star Wars, like, Ahsoka, and what I said earlier, I was wrong, because I could have sworn that I did not see any Marvel characters appearing in this, but no, Groot did, so obviously, I think maybe there were one or two more, but I do remember seeing Groot. So Groot being in there. So, other characters from Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel who are not moms. Yeah, but it is funny. It is funny. Just overall, a pretty decent Simpsons short film. And I'm giving it, well, what the heck, 7 out of 10 stars. Yes, 7 out of 10 stars for The Simpsons short film, May the 12th Be With You. So, what about you guys? What did you think of The Simpsons short film itself, May the 12th Be With You? Did you get a couple of laughs from this, and who all cameoed in this? And also the music, yeah, because, like, and how they used some bits and pieces of music from Disney and Star Wars. Like I said, they used a sample of Main Street USA music in there, and of course, bits and pieces of Star Wars music as well. Yeah, and what was your favorite moment in this? Like, you know, from the funny moments and such. Like, again, my favorite would have to be Stewie's appearance and just the dialogue that is given to Stewie, and, you know, Seth MacFarlane obviously voicing Stewie. Yeah, that being one of my favorites. And yeah, just, again, overall, what did you think of The Simpsons short film itself, and with what I've had to say, and what did you think of my review? Leave comments and give this review video a like, as always. And so, with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of The Simpsons short film on Disney+. May the 12th be with you. More review videos are on the way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video / review. Take care, happy late Star Wars Day, happy Mother's Day, and until the next Simpsons short film on Disney+, peace out, and may the Force be with you.